Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the very last webinar for your SNHU 107 class. Folks, I am so excited to celebrate this part of your journey with you, and I sure hope that you are so proud of all the work that you have put in, what you have done to be able to cross your first class off of your list and be one step closer to earning your college degree. First and foremost, your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is important to us. It is our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible learning environment. If there are aspects of instruction or course design that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible at phone number 866-305-9430. You can also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website. Folks, as always, you guys know that SNHU Connect, or the SNHU 107 Learning Community, is an academic space, so always be mindful of your conduct. And as we end the term here, these webinars are not mandatory. They were not graded. There's no extra credit points, but I sure hope that they were helpful for you as you moved through these last 8 weeks and you're able to learn a few things and have a little bit of fun on the journey. So what I wanted to do here for week 8 is really just kind of run you through some of the top tips for continued success or lessons learned as you continue on with your journey here at SNHU. So first and foremost is to never miss a Monday. I don't know about you folks, but I feel like Monday can kind of get a bad rap, right? You know, it's after the weekend, it's like back to reality. But I want you, or encourage you, to think of Monday in a new way, because Monday is really, from an academic standpoint, a way to set a new tone and start a fresh week, because sometimes our week before completely fell apart. And so Monday brings a new day and a new week to get back on track and get yourself set up for success. So try to think about Mondays in a new way, and always remember to dive right in on Mondays in your classes, because if you can work a little earlier in the week, it gives you that flexibility towards the end of your week, which goes right along with making your SNHU time. Did anybody learn this the hard way? Every term, we all do it. We're all guilty of procrastinating or letting our time get away from us, or not thinking we had to make specific time. But you know what? Being in online classes, actually, I feel like is more difficult than being physically in person in a course, because you have to make yourself log in. You have to make yourself set aside time to do your work and to be active in your classroom. Because you don't have a physical place you have to be able to do this from anywhere at any time, right? So if you did really well with scheduling your SNHU time this term and felt balanced in your schedule with all the priorities and to-do lists you had, remember what you did this term so you can continue doing that moving forward. If you struggled with your time management, remember what you talked about as we worked through these last few weeks here in SNHU 107. You know, what were the things that were interrupting your time or distracting you from your to-do list, and make a plan for your success as you begin this next term. One of my favorite tips is to always have that backup plan. I'm sure as you guys notice this term, a lot can happen in 8 weeks, right? We could be ill or have somebody in our family become ill or sick. We can break bones. We can have to have surgery. We can have natural disasters like hurricanes and flooding and all the things that can happen. We can just have it be simply that our technology broke, whether it be our phone, our tablet, our computer, maybe our plan for watching kiddos, if you have kiddos in your life, fell through, maybe your work schedule changed, all kinds of things happen and life happens. So it's always important to have that backup plan, but also to always communicate with your faculty and your advisors here at the university, because they can create a plan for your success. And remember too, folks, if your internet goes out, don't forget about using cell phones as hotspots. Don't forget about restaurants, coffee shops, libraries, local libraries that have that free Wi-Fi that you can utilize too. Know your to-do list. This kind of goes hand in hand with time management, making that time for your success. But really, this is just figuring out who, yep, I said it, who and what should be a priority right now during this time of your life. It's really important for you to surround yourself with as many positive and supportive people as possible when you're on your academic journey. You know, those that'll tell you the hard truths, right? And give us those stern talking to, but also those ones that are our cheerleaders and just really help support our success. It's important to know what is on your plate inside the classroom and outside the classroom so that you don't feel like you're constantly having to catch up. You want to give yourself a sense of being in control a little bit of your time versus time running you. You can accomplish this by making those to-do lists, either weekly or daily or whatever works best for you, and knowing who and what is a priority. Communication is key. You have heard me talk all term about reaching out and connecting with the university SNHU resources, like the academic support team, your faculty, the career team, your advisors, the help desk. I mean, the list is huge with the university team that is here to support your success. But this also goes hand in hand with outside the classroom and utilizing those social supports that we learned about this term, right? The people, places, and things outside of the university that are there for your success and for your support. You know, no question is too silly. Don't ever think that somebody doesn't have time to answer your questions, because you are worth this journey. And if you have questions or you're stuck or you're not sure on something or something is happening in your life, it's just really important to communicate that so you have the support that you need to be able to overcome it and continue on your journey to earn your degree. This is a favorite of mine, to know your success team. I want you to just take a moment, just pause for a moment and think about somebody or the people, whether it's one person or a few people, that really supported your journey these last 8 weeks. Maybe they picked up household chores or duties while you were doing school, or maybe they looked over your projects or assignments from a writing standpoint, or maybe they just cheered you on and told you that you are worth this and you can do this. Whoever that is, I want you to A, make a mental thank you note to them, but B, I want you to tell them, whether it's sending them an email, a text message. Obviously, if they're a loved one, please tell them in person. It means so much more. Even a card, handwritten little note, just to tell them that you really appreciate them and the support they've given you this term, because that can go a long way. And when you have people like that in your life, hold them close, because it just helps you to continue the steps towards crossing the finish line to earn your degree. You guys have seen this list quite a few times with the social supports and the SNHU resources. But folks, we mean it when we say that we really want you to be successful here at the university. We want you to reach out to your faculty and to our different departments here and connect for your success. Because you know what? Things don't always go perfect. Rarely does anything go perfect, right, guys and gals? So it's just really important to remember, and I love this quote by Stephen Covey: I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. So if there was something that you struggled with this term, whether it was inside or outside the classroom, make it a goal for the upcoming term to change that and take action steps to change that. You know, if it was a time management thing, sit down and make a time management plan with yourself or your loved ones. If it was maybe struggling with some of your writing academically or something like that, work with the academic support team and use that written feedback tool in the upcoming term to help you gain more points in that area. If it was just kind of like maybe not feeling on track, I encourage you to talk to your advisor and see if you could set up a weekly, just a quick like 15-minute check-in every week or every other week, just to kind of make sure you're on the same page. If it was something at work, talk to your boss, something at home, talk to those loved ones. Just really take those action steps for your success, because at the end of the day, it's you that has to put in this time and energy, right? So it also means that it's you that always has to believe in you. I've said it all term long. You are worth this journey. No matter what has happened before, no matter how you got here, what matters is that you're here and you're still here and you're still putting in the time, you're still putting in the energy, you're still putting in the work. You want to remember that you can, you will, and you are, and you got this, folks. It has been an absolutely incredible 8 weeks. I thank you so much for your participation in coming to any of the live webinar sessions we've done this term, or watching any of the demand sessions. Like I said, I sure hope they're helpful. And if you get a chance, take the survey. It was emailed out to all the students in SNHU 107. Let us know how we're doing, if there's changes we need to make this even better. But we are proud of you. And I hope that you are taking a moment to do a high five, a woohoo, and really just celebrating your success and all that you have done these last 8 weeks. Now go finish week 8 strong, and remember, you got this.